Hey everyone, my name is Alex and welcome to another Hogwarts Legacy video. Now, Hogwarts Legacy was originally set to be released for 2021, which is this year, obviously, and it's now been pushed back to 2022. In this video, I want to look at a couple of massive questions I have about this situation and also make a couple of points as to why this might not be the worst thing in the world. So, let's start by looking at a couple of questions I first had. So when this news was first announced, I had a couple of big questions in my head. The main ones being, why has this game been delayed? Because it'd be cool to kind of get our heads around that. And the second one being, will this game definitely release in 2022? Or could it perhaps be pushed back even further, which would be very disappointing? So to answer the first question, I think it makes sense to read the statement which was made by the people behind Hogwarts Legacy. So they said, "We would like to thank fans from around the world on the tremendous reaction to the announcement of Hogwarts Legacy from our Portkey Games label. Creating the best possible experience for all of the wizarding world and gaming fans is paramount to us, so we are giving the game the time it needs. Hogwarts Legacy will be released in 2022. So, why was this game released? Well, it doesn't look like there's any kind of major issues with the game. They just want more time to fine-tune it, to give it that added level of sparkle, that extra quality that all us Harry Potter fans want. I would also say on this that when you consider that we got to January with very little more than just the reveal trailer for Hogwarts Legacy, we weren't getting a ton of information. I sort of expected some more information after release. It's not the biggest surprise in the world that this has been pushed back, because we just kind of weren't getting any more information for it. So, yes, it's probably been pushed back because they want to finish just making it as good as it possibly can be. And also remember, we're in quite a tricky situation as the world right now. Lots of games have been pushed back. This is not going to be the only game which suffers, possibly in part because of the COVID pandemic. So, yeah, that's probably why it's been pushed back. So the second question, and the one which in my opinion is far more important, will Hogwarts Legacy actually release in 2022 or could it be delayed further? Now, I'm pretty much going to just give my opinions on this. Things could obviously change, but at this stage, it seems very, very unlikely that the game will be pushed back any further than 2022. The first reason why it's unlikely the game will release after 2022 is because when games get multi-year delays, it's usually because there's a big problem in development and it's quite clear to see things are going wrong. For example, Nintendo basically restarted development on Metroid Prime 4 even, which has already pushed the game back years, but we're not getting any kind of noises like that from Hogwarts Legacy. Instead, as I said, the problem right now with Hogwarts Legacy seems more that they just need a bit more time. Now, whether that's because they were too ambitious with the release date in the first place, or whether it's because of the pandemic, we don't know. But this is looking far more like it's just a little delay rather than a major delay. Also, when you consider it's quite reasonable to suggest Hogwarts Legacy was always on the cards to release at the earliest in the second half of 2021, a shift to 2022 or a shift to a 2022 release date, especially if it's the first half of 2022, is not that big of a deal, and looks far more likely a signal that the devs just need a little bit more time to get the game where they want it to be, rather than they are facing a major development issue, the kind of issue which would cause further delay. Another point I want to make on this is that, as I just read out in the official statement, that says 2022. They make a point of saying in this official statement, Hogwarts Legacy will be released in 2022. Why would they do that if they did not know or were not convinced that's when it would release? Letting fans down again with a release date for this game is a bad idea. And yeah, why not just say Hogwarts Legacy has been delayed, more information coming soon in the future about its release date, something like that, rather than specifying 2022. For me, this game will release in 2022. I would be massively shocked if it didn't, but you know, things can change very quickly. So the final point I want to look at in this video is that of, yes, Hogwarts Legacy being delayed is very disappointing for Harry Potter fans and for people that were just really looking forward to this game. I know I'm one of them. The idea of really exploring Hogwarts and getting that immersion from Hogwarts is something I'm really looking forward to, and it's disappointing it's been pushed back. But we have to remember we want to have a blast with this game. As I've discussed in previous videos, we want a great detail and immersion in certain mechanics of the game to allow us to really feel like we're at Hogwarts, and that's a big task. And also, we've got to remember that longer term, we need Hogwarts Legacy to have success if we want more Harry Potter games like this in the future. So the point I'm trying to make here is that, yes, the delay is frustrating, but we have to get the game to a level where it's going to be brilliant. We want the game to be as good as it can be. One, for our current playing experience when we finally get our hands on it, for it to be worth the wait. And secondly, for the future of the Harry Potter games, because it's been a long time, this game coming. We've wanted a game like this for a long time, so getting it right is very, very important. And if this little bit extra time is what they need to do that, then that, in my opinion, is a good thing. Thank you for watching this video today. Make sure you let me know what you think to Hogwarts Legacy and it being delayed down in the comments. Also, make sure you hit the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel, and check out another Hogwarts Legacy video in the box on screen right now. Thank you for watching. My name is Alex, and I will see you in another video soon.